you beautiful, wonderful souls. It's your favorite little keto goofball diamond. And today is day 1739 of my ketogenic journey, having lost 155 pounds, being stuck on the struggle bus where I'm regaining just a little bit. I did some measurements. I've got some doctor's paperwork back. I've got some blood tests back. I'm going to share all that with you, including my extremely heartbreaking, frustrating, aggravating morning and a crazy weekend at work. All right, so you guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and ring that bell. It's time to rant, rave, and misbehave keto diamond style. Don't worry, I'm not really going to put you in that. It's just going to kind of look like it. Stuck here in allergy hell. Been coughing my head off just like seconds ago, hoping to maintain while I do the video. Anyway, well, I'm going to share my measurements with you because you know I measured before I went to work this weekend, a very long 3-day weekend, 12-hour shift standing on concrete. Wanted to see how much lower body swelling I got from that. And there was some, and I would say that's kind of significant as far as just standing on your feet goes. So I'm going to share that with you guys. And first, though, let me tell y'all, this morning, I still could cry. I did. I cried a little. I ain't gonna lie. I might have even recorded myself crying. So I got outside this morning. I had to go pay my post office box bill because I was supposed to pay it in April. And then I looked down and it's May 2nd. And I'm like, oh, damn, I've done lost my post office box. And I've got it underneath every one of my videos. You're talking, what, 3,000 videos on my channel with that P.O. box address on it. And anybody who tries to use an old video to send something, it ain't coming to me. It will because I did pay it. But if I had not paid it, it wouldn't, and I'd have to like get another one and be another address. It'd be a whole thing, and I didn't want that. But luckily, I got up there in time. However, I almost did not. I went outside this morning. And I got my little Mini Cooper because we didn't drive it this weekend. My husband's car is a little bit more roomy, so it's a little more comfortable to sit in during breaks and stuff like that. A little more, just a little more comfort there. And so I went out and got my little Mini Cooper this morning. And I shut my door, and I heard the weirdest sound of dropping in my trunk area, or my hatchback area. Okay, I better get out and check that, because that didn't sound right. And I'm half scared there's a person back there, because the noise was just weird. It's nothing I've ever heard in my vehicle before, you know. So I get out, and I walk around. I'm kind of glancing through the side glass to see if there's anybody back there. But then I make it to the back of my vehicle, where I stopped dead in my tracks and just wanted to fall over and could not believe it. Just absolutely in disbelief. This is what I saw. Good, beautiful morning. It is beautiful out here. Sounds wonderful, but I'm crying tears of anger or something. I don't even know. Let me show you why. 2 car payments. I've made 2 car payments. I even washed it Thursday and put gas in it. And came out to get into it this morning and something fell in the back. So I had to get out and check and see what it was. And then I shut my door and the middle fell out. Doesn't look like anything hit it. I mean, I know that does, but that fell out later. This part was like this. This part was like this. That was not. Well, all that work I've done this week, worked my ass off, my whole body hurts. Looks like that entire paycheck's going right here. I've had that car long enough to make 2 car payments, and the back glass is shattered. We really don't know what happened unless it was the heat. It hasn't been an extreme heat here. However, that car does sit in the sun and all day long, and especially if I'm not driving it on the weekend. That's 3 full days of just sitting there with the windows open. I should have known better. But it was a threat of rain all weekend, and we did have like a storm, a minor one. Nothing serious, but you can't leave the windows down where you're gone all day. I'm gonna have to figure out something with that because I mean, it could have been the heat. And we were talking earlier, there is 2 sunroofs in that car. It's probably going to absorb some extra heat. Pretty much the entire top of the car is a sunroof. Then all the windows are really, really large. So, I mean, other than the heat, I can't figure it out. It didn't look like any kind of damage. When I initially saw the back glass, the center glass part wasn't out. All the glass that had fallen out, the little flakes, were outward, so it looked more like it had been blown out than hit. I didn't see anything that looked like it hit it, like a rock or anything like that. And my mom said she was out on the porch yesterday afternoon, probably about 7-ish p.m., and she heard some kind of crack, but there was nobody out there. She didn't see anything. She didn't know what it was. Some kind of snap kind of deal. And she's like, I didn't see nobody. I didn't see nothing. I just went back in the house. It's like, and that's most likely probably when it happened, as far as we know. But I looked it up to see how much, it cost that Safe Flight place to come out and replace. It's like $400 some. I called Geico, $250 deductible on the glass. So it's going to cost me about $250 when they come out, I guess. Although I thought the deductible, well, does it cover everything but the $250? I think anyway, I got to pay Safe Flight when they come out here, and Geico set that all up, and they'll be here Thursday on payday. Just worked my entire weekend to pay for a back glass that wasn't even broken on Thursday. That sucks so bad. I had to rearrange some other bills. It was really irritating, and I'm still in disbelief over it. I want to cry. But you know what? It's life. I mean, there's nothing I can do about it except for fix it and pout about the money and move on. So that sucks. But I got a new position at work, another one. But I'm very, very happy so far with this one because it puts me on a different line with different coworkers, with different supervisors. I'm so thrilled. I don't know what the hell just touched me. Please don't be a stink bug. Probably a mosquito. I already get eaten up this time of year. But anyway, I went Friday. I had a very irritating day Friday with the human element, not with the physical job. I actually really enjoy that. But anyway, one of the other PCs walked over and was like, I want to be on your line. I want to be over there now. Right now. Fix it. And since my husband and son are both on that line, it really seems like they probably wouldn't do that. But earlier in the year, I was offered a position on that line, a more main position, and I turned it down because I liked what I'm doing. I just didn't know that the people were going to be so catty. That's the only other word I know. But anyway, he talked to his supervisor. They talked to my supervisor, and Saturday morning, I was switched over, and I was so glad about it. I spent an entire day not having eyes rolled at me, not having people talk about me, or at least where I could hear it, not having little catty things go on, and I was so thrilled about it. Sunday was great. The job I'm doing is not that difficult. In fact, it's very... I wouldn't say there's no heavy lifting because there are very large bundles of foam and styrofoam, but they're very, very large. So some of them can get quite heavy, but there is kind of somebody over there that helps me while I help him, or whoever him is going to. That particular job, the other job, is rotated through at the moment anyway. And sometimes that will be my son. I did get to spend a fair amount of time with him because the machines kept breaking, so I kind of like that. The cleanup, the helping move things around, so that was nice. But again, we did have a lot of downtime. I'm hoping they get that fixed. It's a mechanical issue, so it is a problem that can be resolved. Hopefully it'll be resolved very quickly. Sorry, you guys. Yeah, I think that might have been a mosquito flying around me. This is one of my bestie friends. It can reach stuff I cannot. Yeah, so that was great. But still, same thing, same difference. Standing on my feet the entire time, taking quite a few steps. I don't even know how many steps I took over the weekend. Hold on. Let's see. Because, I mean, there is a large difference. Oh. Okay, there was dust on my watch. I thought it was cracked for a minute there. I was about to have a hissy fit. But let's see if I can tell. If I can figure out how to work my watch. Because I'm not real good at it, to be honest with you. It's supposed to be like touch screen, but it doesn't always do it. Apparently, some people can make these watches do a lot of stuff that I cannot make them do. So, okay, how do I get to the walking part? See, today it says I took 0 steps, but only because I haven't worn it all day. Okay, how? There we go. All right, so that would have been Sunday. No, that would not have been Sunday. All right, come on now. I'm probably going to have to pull my app up. I don't really know. Oh, wow. Okay. So it does say that my average steps Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, this is just an average, is 8.1 thousand. And usually I get anywhere from 22,000 to 15,000. Just depends on which job I'm doing. So, yeah, that's a huge difference. But this is more running a particular machine. And there are other things that I have to do around that machine and for other people. And I've got to do, other things. But it's also way closer to the bathroom. So that's been one of my issues. Now I have a doctor's note that actually excuses me to go to the restroom more often than others because I take one medication and it's a fluid pill, which makes me pee a lot. Doesn't matter what I do, I'm going to have to go pee. There's nothing I can do about it. I can't hold it like that. I mean, my situation is different than others. Well, on the other line, people were also irritated. And just so you know, I didn't leave unless my job was done. I didn't walk away when something was needed because my job was basically to supply for 4 other people. So I never walked away unless they had everything they needed long enough for me to go to the bathroom and back. But it irritated them anyway. And they mentioned it constantly, which caused it to be mentioned to me constantly. But I had a doctor's note, and that's supposed to mean matter closed, as far as HR is concerned anyway. But yeah. This is way closer to the bathroom, so it shouldn't be as big of a deal. Plus, we have a little floaty guy that comes over and fills in for you when you go do that, But I'm actually really proud of myself. I think I've only had, on Saturday and Sunday total, I had to have them fill in for me twice. Again, it's much closer to the bathroom, and if the machines go down, which they did a lot, I just run to the bathroom every day. No big deal. Especially once they call for maintenance, which is kind of cool because one of the maintenance guys actually trained me. I don't know why he wasn't supposed to be the one training me, but he did it. And he enjoyed it, and we talked a lot of smack and had a good time. And he told me about a lot of discounts, and I've set up an eyeglass appointment. You guys don't even care about half this stuff. I'm just running my mouth. But let's talk about the measurements, because I wanted to see just how much fluid, just from standing on my feet, my body would retain, just kind of like from one night of not working, and then one night, or well, really 3 nights, but 3 nights of just standing on my feet. So I did my measurements. Thursday, waistline was 39 3/4. On Sunday night, it was 40 3/4. That's a whole inch around the middle. And again, it could be some bloating, but either way, that is, I just did my lower body measurements. Hips, 40 1/2, 40 1/2. They didn't seem to change. Thighs, they did. So 23 and then 23 3/4. So that's 3/4 of an inch on one thigh. And I mean, if you counted both thighs, if both thighs did the exact same, that's about 1.5 inches just in my thigh area. And oddly, I could actually feel it because my thighs normally don't rub together anymore. And they were lightly touching. And I was like, oh, I'm going to get some issues there if I'm not careful. Calves, 15 1/2, 15 3/4. So that's only a quarter. But if you count both, it would be about a half, a 1/2 inch. Ankles, 8 3/4, and then 9 inches. So that is a 1/4 inch there just in my ankles. Now, while that's not extremely significant, it is significant. It does show, that fluid retention is just going to be had standing on your feet, even if you're doing pretty good on keto and everything. So, Now, I will tell you, I did intentionally kick myself Saturday, but very mildly, because I noticed that I was starting to go to the bathroom a lot, and I didn't want to do that when I just got over there. And I wasn't sure if it was a keto thing or if it was the fluid pill thing. But, and yes, I do take them at night. The problem is, even when I take them at night, it's the same thing. I just pee excessively. But by excessively, I mean I might go to the bathroom 3 times in a 12-hour period, and I just go straight there and back. I mean, I go more often, but I can go on breaks and lunch and stuff like that. Sometimes, though, I just need a few extra times when there's no break or lunch, around. Or I try to hold it for break and lunch and be like, if I stay any longer, I'm going to have an issue and have to run down there right before, but it's one of those things. So, and again, I did provide a doctor's note. But I did kick myself with a pack of peanut butter crackers intentionally so that I wouldn't have to go as often. And that did actually help. It got me till lunchtime, so that was great. Although I didn't really want to kick myself, although it didn't seem to affect me that bad weigh-in wise. I will show you the weigh-ins. I think I weighed in this morning. I'm really not sure. Also, I got all my blood work back from my doctor's appointment. I literally went from 30 medically diagnosed diseases just to the high blood pressure. Just back down to high blood pressure, which was actually the original disease that I had that started everything, from my unhealthy lifestyle, the way I was eating and living, to one. I literally went from 30 diseases to one. All my blood work, every last thing is in normal levels. Perfect. Triglycerides used to be crazy through the roof. Now they're like 55. My platelet count was insanely dangerously high. I had to take chemo drugs. Perfect. A1C, perfect. I was a little concerned. I did talk to my doctor about that because I've been cheating a fair amount in the last couple of years. Now, generally, it's not with sugary stuff. It's never with like a real sugary soda. It's very, very rarely that I've had a piece of cake or something like that. Usually when I cheat, it'll be a pack of French fries or a quesadilla, like the wrap. So it hasn't generally been with sugary foods, but I was concerned that maybe I had been on and off keto so much that I could have affected and like maybe been pre-diabetic again. I am not. So I'm very thrilled about that. There's so many. I did have my magnesium checked. That was a special request. She had to put in that I was having cramps in my legs so that I could get that test. I had my sodium and potassium checked, which are standard tests anyway. All of them perfect. I'm like, damn, I was thinking I was kicking myself enough that my potassium and magnesium and sodium were probably rock bottom. But no, they're great. They're perfect, in fact. And I do once in a while supplement with some magnesium or something or potassium if I feel like I've kicked myself so much that I'm literally urinating excessively. Now, I do it a lot because of the fluid pill, but I also do, try to make sure I eat good stuff and get enough sodium and all of that stuff. So everything was perfect. Everything. And, oh, sorry. I didn't expect that to, wow. I didn't expect to tear up on that. It's just from, okay, hold on. I might need a minute. But these are good tears. These are tears of joy. Stop it. Damn it. I done got the water faucet leaking now, and now it won't stop. I had to go to the doctor every single month, sometimes twice a month, for whatever checkup, to check on this, to check on that. to take, I mean, I know at one time I counted, I had 11 medications that I was taking every day, some of them twice daily. I couldn't breathe when I walked across the parking lot. I felt like I was going to have a heart attack. I walked 20 feet and my back would hurt so bad. I'm so sorry. I didn't expect this. I really didn't. I'm going to take a minute to kill a mosquito. That's the excuse. I'll be right back. Or what? That was a can of fly. I don't know what the hell that was. Sorry about that. It's literally just, I kind of hit me the major changes that have happened in my life. They have been major. They've been significant. I was convinced before I started keto I was going to die. Most of you probably know this. I was literally leaving little notes around for my children just in case they would know, I love them. I didn't think I would live this long from that. So every single day really has been a blessing. But to really see and think about how much my life has changed since I decided to lose weight. It's not just weight loss. I mean, the weight loss is amazing. It's wonderful. You feel great. People tell you look great. Your clothes look better. You look like you can dress up a little different. You can do things a little more. You can climb freaking mountains. I do once in a while. Not really climb them, walk them, hike them. That's the word, hike. But to go from so unhealthy that you can't even express how unhealthy you are to so healthy you can't even express how healthy you are, and how different the two spheres are. I mean, I have no words. Yeah, I'd put everybody on keto. I'm not gonna lie, I'd do it if I could do it. Hopefully they'd have a better resolve than me on more occasions. I'm not perfect, but damn, I'm a hell of a lot more perfect than I was. I've done enough to maintain in a specific kind of area. Not over the last little bit. I've kind of pulled on about 5-6 pounds, I'm sure. I don't really know exactly how much. I know what my lowest was. I know that it's been a long time since I've been there. I know what my more recent high was. I think 174 is the highest I've seen. But I used to weigh 311.8 pounds. 311.8 pounds. And I know to some people who are starting out, that's, hold on. Sorry about that. But it's been a major difference. And yes, I'd recommend it to anybody. Everybody. Across the board. I don't care. It's been a lifesaver. A game changer. Just amazing. With that being said, guys and dolls, let me not forget to say there is a P.O. box address below if you want to send a card or anything, letters, because don't make me pay for it for no reason. Nothing's come to it in a long, long time. And I'm like, should I bother? Yeah, I should, because once in a while stuff does happen, and you never know. So there's a post office box below if you'd like to support the channel or send a letter or anything. I love cards and letters. They're amazing. There are some great links down there that'll let you support the channel, different gift lists, different stuff like that, and some pretty cool products that you don't really need, but if you want them and want to try them, you should do it. I'm going to recommend something for you, for your dog, for anybody who is having joint pain. This Move Free stuff here, this I have to get for my dog. But I used to use it because I had de Quervain's tendonitis and I had carpal tunnel, and that was the only way I could use my hands if I used like a different, it's glucosamine and chondroitin, and these levels are fine. I need to find a cheaper one. But my dog ran out. Now he has these little bones with those in it, with that kind of medication in it, but he started limping real bad again and hurting and whining. And I was like, okay, let me look at the milligrams, and we compared that them bones, they really aren't doing anything. So I had to get him some more of these. I wrapped 2 of them in a piece of cheese. He's happy as hell to take it, and he feels great. And I give him a bone at night just to kind of help a little bit. One of those glucosamine chondroitin bones. Anyway, if you need help with your ketogenic journey, my contact information is below. By the way, I don't get nothing for that. But also, you should get the Get Upside app, that little app, the gas app. I love that. What it's doing is you pay for the amount of gas, you pay that price, but it stores cash back for you, like 13 cents off a gallon, and it builds up. And like I've had the app for like 2 or 3 weeks, and I've already got like $5 and some change saved in that account that I can use on gas if I need it. So that's awesome. You never know when you need $5 extra in gas. You might as well save that 13 cent. Can't remember what my code is. I think it's Keto 2620, but I'll pop it below. Anyway, it's not really, I don't know what it does, but apparently you're kind of like on my team. So join. I love it. It's free. Doesn't cost you anything, and it's not hard to use. So check it out and get you a Keto Mojo for 15% off. Much love, many prayers. Contact me if you need me. I'll help everybody for free. Bye, y'all. Oh, and make your next meal keto.